What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today, War House MMA just posted his top 15 greatest fighters of all time. And I just kind of want to break it down, react to it, see what he put on his top 15. If you hear background noises, those are just my brothers playing a game, so ignore them. It's all on me. Let's go.
The real mixed martial arts.
Hold on. Let me pull up my my other GOAT, because we're gonna be comparing them kind of to how good mine was and how shit he's gonna be. I'm joking. All love to War House MMA, by the way. Please do not copyright me. I'm gonna try to talk every like 30 seconds ish, but if I don't, sorry.
Top 15 greatest.
So if you see me messing around with the volume, I'm trying not to turn up too loud, because I recorded a video like this earlier and I turned it up all the way and then they could not hear what I was saying. So I'm trying to turn it down kind of as low as possible so you guys can hear the video but also hear me talking. I'm also going to pause the video because, like I said, every 30 seconds. If I don't, then I'm probably going to get copyrighted, but who cares, right?
All time. Fuck Lucas Tracy.
Damn.
Fuck Bedtime MMA. This is the real top 15 greatest of all time. You don't need to agree with me, but I'm going to persuade you guys as to why I have certain fighters in my rankings. Number 15. Starting off very controversial already.
All right, so Pantoja at the 15. Wow. So I have Israel Adesanya at the 15. Obviously, you can just look at the slide. I'm not reading it again, bro. Obviously, best wins: Alex Pereira, Robert Whittaker, Jared Cannonier, Paulo Costa. You get the gist, bro. You get the gist. But I want to see if he has different best wins from me. I have Brandon Moreno twice. Maybe he beat him 3 times, but I wasn't really counting the Ultimate Fighter. Brandon Royval twice. Manel Kape, Steve Erceg, Matt Schnell, and Alex Perez. 2 losses in the UFC.
Pantoja is a top 15 greatest fighter of all time, and I don't want to hear anything else.
I think I said in my video that, like, I count wins outside the UFC, but I don't count losses outside the UFC. So his record, in my opinion, is 28-2. It should be 29, because I didn't update it past UFC 310, so it should be 29-2. But
anything lower than 15.
Hopefully you guys can hear this, because I don't want to redo this.
Go over his record. He's 29-5, so he's got a couple losses, but for this, I've only included the losses that look kind of.
Hold on. How do you? Hold on. There's something going on my phone. Alright, we're good.
Add on your resume. The ones that stand are the ones you go, oh, he lost to that guy. Oh, okay. That's what I'm looking at when I look at their losses and wins. He's 29-5. It's okay. It's not the worst record. It's not the best record. He's a flyweight. He's lapping the division and only has 4 title wins.
So that's right. He is lapping the division, okay? Let's see the UFC rankings, okay? Lapping the division. He is lapping the division. You know, he already faced Royval, already faced Moreno. Emil Bazzi just lost to Moreno. Kai France, I think he's already faced before on The Ultimate Fighter. Tasia Taira just lost to Royval. Manel Kape, he's already faced him. Alex Perez already faced him. Steve Erceg already faced him. I'm pretty sure he faced Tim Elliott before. Kai Sakura already faced him. Matt Schnell already faced him, right? So most of the division is cleared out, and there's no other fights left for him, really.
4 title wins. And I know when you compare it to another guy that we're going to talk about later, Demetrius Johnson, it doesn't compare as much, but we need to remember name.
Right, let's skip past this part.
Manel Kape.
I will say War House MMA.
Some will say.
Stipe at the 14 spot. Okay, fair placement. I just don't really get him on the top 15 GOAT. Like, I feel like he's number 18. Not gonna lie. I don't even think he's the heavyweight GOAT, right? I mean, his best win is Daniel Cormier twice. That's a really good win. Especially with Francis Ngannou too. Alistair Overeem. It's like Mark Hunt. Come on. He has a losing record. Mark Hunt. JDS, okay. That's a good win. And Roy Nelson. That's Roy Nelson, bro. People forget, man. Roy Nelson used to be a problem back in the day. People forget, man. But anyways, his really best wins are kind of like Alistair Overeem and JDS and Roy Nelson. It's crazy, bro. Like, and he lost to Stefan Struve. Stefan Struve. Sorry, but like I don't know. He lost to Stefan Struve. Like, you can't leave that off of his losses.
Some will say Cain Velasquez. People will say different fighters for the heavyweight.
Yeah, and he never faced Cain.
I will always see.
And he never faced prime Cain Velasquez. He never faced like Tim Sylvia, Brock Lesnar. People forget, man. Brock Lesnar fucked up Frank Mir, bro. People forget, man.
Stipe Miocic. Some people say Francis Ngannou. I'm looking at you, Kenny Okoye, but a lot of fighters have, or a lot of fans.
Here's my thing with Francis, all right? Here's my thing. I think, me personally, Francis is the heavyweight GOAT. Let me tell you why. Francis Ngannou said himself, he has learned more in the first Stipe fight. He's learned more in that entire fight than his 4-year MMA career. Like, that's a schooling. Like, I will say that's a schooling. I don't know if it went all 5 rounds. I don't even know if it was 5 rounds. But all I know is Francis got humbled, okay? Came back. I think he beat JDS, Cain Velasquez, and Curtis Blades. And then he just dominated Stipe. Like, just KO'd him bad, bro. And he faced up Alistair Overeem, one of the best KOs of all time with that uppercut. It kind of does good for legacy, right? I mean, Cain Velasquez is a good legacy. Like let's look at Stipe. What does Roy Nelson really do for your career? Like, sure, he has DC twice, but like Francis Ngannou, he also has other wins outside of these ones. I'm not for sure. Why not? Well, why not? Let me just pull up his record, because he has like other fighters that I don't have on his best wins. Let's see. He hasn't fought in the last year in the UFC. This is Stipe. This is Stipe. I'll show you Stipe's. You know, Andre Arlovsky. You know, nothing to really see here. Nothing to really see here, right? I mean, nothing to really see here. But Francis Ngannou, JDS, Rosenstrike, forgot to put him on there. You know, Andre Arlovsky, Anthony Hamilton. He faced Curtis Blades twice. So he's knocked out Curtis Blades twice. I feel like Curtis Blades is better than a Mark Hunt. Yeah, I mean, that might just be me. But me personally, I think a Mark Hunt is worse than a Curtis Blades. Let's see. Hold on. So when did Francis lose to Stipe? Wasn't it UFC 220? UFC 220. Whoop. What the no, whatever. I'm not even going to, bro. I'm not even going to play with these fellas. But anyways, I can see where he's coming from, right? I can see where he's coming from in this one. Oh, and Fabricio Verdum. So I guess I can see where he's coming from, but... Oh, yep, I agree. I totally agree.
I know that his prime... I agree. Anderson Silva's prime, man. Anderson Silva in his prime is the greatest fighter of all time, but it's also the longevity that we look at some of these fighters that we're going to get into where they didn't just have this awesome prime.
I agree. I totally agree with this take. I have him probably at the same, number 13, same spot. This man, dude, I can't help you. I can't help you against Ryan Hall, bro. Like, Anderson Silva, he got beaten in a 3-rounder main event. Like, people forget, man. Anderson Silva was in a main event with Israel Adesanya, UFC 234. Somehow that's not the lowest rated pay-per-view. It doesn't make sense because it was a 3-rounder in the main event, dude. It was a 3-rounder, and they're putting 5 rounds with Jared Cannonier. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Like, 34-6. Man. I mean, like, Chael Sonnen twice, okay. Never became champion. I know he's a good meme and stuff, but, like, you know, Rich Franklin, bro, he's literally a glorified math teacher, bro. He became a UFC fighter because teachers don't get paid a lot. And neither do UFC fighters. Damian Maia, all right, boring fight. Derek Brunson, okay. Derek Brunson. And Forrest Griffin, which is most likely his best performance. I mean, yeah, that is what, like, that is, like, when people are like, Anderson Silva's the best fighter, how? And they just point straight to Forrest Griffin versus Anderson Silva. He also has, like, Dan Henderson and Stephen Bonner and all that shit. But me personally, I think he's at the 13th spot as well. Well, let me hear some of his
Very
reasons.
average wins. And then the losses. DC. That's whatever. I don't mind the DC loss. Jared Cannonier. Chris Weidman. Adesanya.
See, I
Bisping,
agree with him. I agree
Uriah
with him.
Hall.
I literally 100% agree with him. It's like, okay, Chris Weidman, DC, and like Israel Adesanya, and Uriah Hall. Uriah Hall? Come on now. Come on. Uriah Hall. Merab at the 12. All right.
4. The bantamweight GOAT.
Sorry if I'm
The
turning my phone.
bantamweight GOAT. Merab Dvalishvili.
So he thinks he's the bantamweight GOAT. I totally agree. I have DJ at the 12, and then I have Merab at the 11. Right? Merab is so good. I like Jose Aldo. Catch this. Jose Aldo, Jose Aldo, and Jose Aldo are the same thing. Jose Aldo, Henry Cejudo, Peter Yan, and Sean O'Malley. That is a stacked ass resume, bro. That already gets him into the top 20. Let's add a little more sprinkle, Marlon Moraes, Paul Grant, John Dodson. And he's only lost to 2 people. One via, like, fluke with that guillotine. He knocked himself out going for the takedown, and then Ricky Simone. Which I forget which one got the gilly. But I think it was the Frank, whatever his name is. That's the one that got the gilly. And Rick Simone got, like, a robbery split decision or something. I don't know. He should be undefeated. He's not. Merab, pretty good. All right? He's at the 12th spot, and he has an all-time win over
10 and 4.
Jose Aldo.
The dominance. And I've put making it look easy. I've said that because he's not taking much damage. And he's kind of beating these guys 48, 47.
He did make Sean O'Malley kind of look easy. Whoops. I'm sorry if I keep turning this. Like, what the He did make Sean O'Malley look easy. I know it was like a 48, 47. But, like, Sean O'Malley got to tighten up on that defensive wrestling, bro. He really needs to tighten up on that defensive wrestling. Like, come on, guys. Come on, brother.
49, 46.
My brother
50,
in Christ.
45s. And, okay, doesn't have that many great wins. Like, Piotr Yan, Sean O'Malley, Henry Cejudo, Jose Aldo. Like, we could include some other wins. That's why I've kind of put a comma here if I want to include some others. But bantamweight doesn't really have a clear GOAT.
Oh, I don't know about that, dog. I don't know. I think Merab is kind of like a clear GOAT. At this point, like, the only one that comes close is Aljamain Sterling at the 17, which he does have defeats over, like, Henry Cejudo, Peter Yan, Corey Sandhagen, Pedro Munez. Like, if he beat Sean O'Malley, he 100% would have been the GOAT. But he lost to Marlon Moraes. He lost to Sean O'Malley. And I'm not naming the featherweight because that doesn't do anything for his bantamweight legacy. I think people don't get this into consideration. Moving up a division does not help. Like, if Alex moves up to heavyweight and beats Tom Aspinall, that does not help his light heavyweight legacy. It helps his heavyweight legacy. Okay? It shows how good he is, but it doesn't help his legacy. Same with Dominic Cruz, right? He doesn't have that good wins. Like, Demetrius Johnson when he was a tadpole, TJ Dillashaw, Joseph Benavidez twice, and then Pedro Munoz. Okay? He's not like that guy. Like, and then, like, what other one? Like, Henry Cejudo really isn't in the runnings, right? Peter Yan's in the running after beating whatever his name is, Davison Figueiredo. He is in the runnings, right? But I don't think he's the GOAT. Okay, that's all I gotta say. I don't think he's the GOAT of the sport. Now we haven't seen Israel Adesanya yet. Hopefully we won't. Jose Aldo at the 11. All right.
Behind a guy that's a little bit higher on this list, but he's got some very good wins as well. 2 wins over Chad Mendes and 2 wins over Frankie Edgar. Incredible. Korean Zombie, Uriah Faber, Renato Moicano, Ricardo Lamas, Chito Vera, Jonathan Martinez, Rob Font. Those are some incredible wins. Some great wins. Those are some really, really good wins.
Like, the thing is, like, I want to glaze Jose Aldo because I love Jose Aldo. He's just probably one of my favorites. But his wins aren't that good. So I have him at the 10. Personally, I have him at the 10. For wins over Korean Zombie, Chad Mendes twice, Rob Font. Like, bantamweight is so stacked. At the end of the day, like, if you're not in the top, I'll say around 6, 5. I don't know. But, like, Cheeto Vera, bro. Rob Font. I mean, Pedro Munoz is good, but he doesn't have that much IQ. Everybody beats Pedro Munoz, bro. I swear to God, everybody beats Pedro Munoz. Chad Mendes is good. Korean Zombie good, you know. Just see, he has a lot of losses, right? Volk, Max twice, Peter Yan, Marab, and McGregor. Those are not robberies, by the way. The two last ones, Marlon Moraes and Mario Batista, those are robberies. Those are robberies. But they have to count on his record. 32-8. No all-time wins either, dude. None of these people are close to being all-time great. The closest is Korean Zombie, and none of these people are even top 100. Like, I mean, Chad Mendes could make, like, top 90, but, like, the rest of them are just bombs. Korean Zombie's only really remembered because he's a fan favorite. He had 2 fights in the UFC. He had 2 fights in the UFC, and then he main evented every single pay-per-view he was on since. I mean, that's good popularity, but that's like glaze, bro. That's glaze. Right when they saw him beat Dan Ige, he was like, all right, I'll hop on that train. Got to get him rolling to get steamrolled by Alexander the Great Volkanovski, right? You get me, bro? Yeah, get me, bro. All right, let's skip this one. Who's at the 10? Who is that?
I'm actually really critiquing.
If you struggle with writing, you need to try this. I spend so much time reading and rereading the signings before I turn them in.
Why is Darman playing?
Taking these guys.
Alright, anyways, I don't even watch Darman, but already knew that. Hold on, let me just read the. Alright, anyways, sorry, I like reading the comments on videos. That might just be me, but yeah, Usman at the 10. I don't see the hype, bruv. I don't see the goddamn hype. I have him at the 14. It's like Woodley. That's a good win. I will admit, that's a good win. That is a good win. 50-45, Tyron Woodley. That's a good win. Colby twice. Not aging well, especially because he had a close fight both times. Not aging too well, but, you know, Colby Covington. Gilbert Burns, not aging well at all. I think at the time he was good. I'll say that. Damian Maia, boring fight. Young Sean Strickland, that did age well. But that's welterweight Sean Strickland, so it kind of takes down the value. In RDA, I have nothing to say. That's a good one. His loss streak isn't as bad as people think it is. Like, people think he's on this crazy loss streak where he can't even get back. If Dana White gave him a title shot, I wouldn't be that mad because he had a draw against Kamaru Usman, against Hamza Chimaev. Beating Leon's ass in the second fight. Had a draw with Leon in the third fight, low-key. Like, I feel like he makes every fight so close because his wrestling is so dominant. He doesn't trust his striking, which he should trust his striking more. He really should. He should trust his striking more. And if he trusted his striking, I feel like if he trusted his striking more in the Colby fights, not in the Colby fight, because that's when he turned into, like, a striker. Like, if in the Sean Strickland fight he just dominated with wrestling, I feel like he could have knocked him out if he actually, like, tried to use his boxing. Because he is an underrated boxer. But, anyways, that's Kamaru Usman.
I'm not just looking at, your record's 20-4. Well, no.
Masvidal is not a good winner anymore.
Fight and then go.
Was that Silva?
Jorge Masvidal.
Yep, I agree, boo. I totally agree with this one. I think I have him at the exact same spot. Number 9, Max Dubless, Jose Aldo twice, Brian Ortega, Yair Rodriguez, Anthony Pettis, Korean Zombie, Frankie Edgar, Arnold Allen, Calvin Kattar, Justin Gaethje. Right? Those are really good wins. Especially Jose Aldo twice, Gaethje, bro. Come on, man. Let's hear this.
BMF champion. What does that really mean? What does being a BMF champion really mean? I will
tell you this. The BMF championship doesn't do anything, but beating Gaethje does something. I'll tell you that. Beating Justin Gaethje does something, all right? Beating Justin Gaethje does something.
way, I look at him without thinking he's a BMF. And he's got a belt to represent that as well. And he's got 8 losses. 5 of them, well, 6 of them are to some of the greatest fighters of all time. And this is just his best wins. This isn't just all of his wins.
Yeah, he has a lot of other good wins. Like, let me pull him up, actually. He has a lot of other good wins. When's the last time he performed Max Holloway? This is when he was losing to Ilya, but he had a lot of other good wins. Can we talk about how that's the first time he's ever gotten KO'd? And he's only been submitted once, too. Most of his losses are by decision. All right, look at this. Calvin Kattar, yeah, you know, those already, right? Did I put Frankie Edgar there? Did I put Frankie Edgar? Yep, I did. So maybe I don't have all, like, Ricardo Lamas, Jeremy Stevens, Charles Oliveira, Cub Swanson, Andre Fili. Andre Fili by submission, dude. People forget, man. People forget, man. People forget, man. People forget. Anyways. Yeah. Let's skip this part. Let's skip this part. Skip this part. Skip the... Oh, Khabib at the 8. Nah. Oh, whoops. Khabib at the 8, bro? I have Alex Pereira at the 8. There's no chance he doesn't have Alex Pereira on the go list. Where do I have Khabib? I have him 5. I have him 5 all time, bruv. I have him 5 all time, bruv. Come on now. Come on now.
But just left too early. He was at his prime.
Left too early. There's
nothing for me to say.
The reason why he's not high is because he retired too early. Didn't have enough title defenses, and yeah, that's it.
There's nothing for us as fans to say about that or critique him on. But if Khabib should have gotten beaten, let's think. Charles Oliveira. If Khabib beat Charles Oliveira when he was just fighting for the title, and Khabib beat him and got a win over him, I would put him as the greatest lightweight of all time and one of the greatest fighters of all time.
Alright, let's skip this part. BC, Big Pop Belly BC. At the number 7, I have him too in the exact same picture. Alright, Derek Lewis, Anthony. I didn't appreciate him until I looked up his record. I swear to God. I had him at like the 11 or 12. Looked up his record, put him immediately above. I think he's above Alex. Argue me not. Is Anthony Johnson not a better win than Yuri Prochazka? I'm just saying. Is Alexander Gustafsson and Anderson Silva not better than Sean Strickland and Jan Blachowicz? Even Frank Mir and Roy Nelson is better than Bruno Silva and Jamal Hill. I think DC, Derek Lewis, Anthony Johnson, Alexander Gustafsson, Frank Mir, Roy Nelson, Dan Henderson, Anderson Silva, and Stipe Miocic. He only lost to 3 people in his career. One's a steroid cheat, and 2 is one of the greatest heavyweights of all time, and certainly a really good fighter to lose to. Like, he lost to arguably the heavyweight GOAT and the GOAT, and a steroid cheat. So,
2-division champion.
And 2-division champion. Defended both belts. I forgot to say that.
2-division champion and defended both belts. I know that Khabib has more title defenses than DC, but DC also won 2 belts.
He does have more title defenses. That's right. All right, let's go to number 6. Let's see who that fella is. All right. Alex Pereira, of course. It wouldn't be a goal list without Alex Pereira. It's so high. I have Ilya Topuria at the 6. I'm not even going to explain it. Go to my goal list if you want to see me explain why I have Ilya so high. But I have Alex at the 8. I would love to hear his explanation. I'm going to watch this whole video back, just to let you know, because I can barely hear it. I'm just making sure you guys can hear it, all right?
And just went up in general. But won a belt over Israel Adesanya. That's one of his best wins. Khalil Roundtree.
You just can't put Khalil Roundtree as one of his best wins. You just can't. You just can't. You just can't, bro. You can't put someone with their best wins being a robbery over Justin Jacoby and getting outboxed by Anthony Smith in the first 2 rounds until the finish. You can't put him as good wins, bro. I'm sorry. I know he loves Roundtree. That's his favorite fighter. Dustin Poirier, Khalil Roundtree. I know those are his favorite fighters, but you can't put him as a good win.
I've put there because it's one of the first fights where he's actually had to face adversity in the UFC.
That is true. That is, oh my fuck.
See?
That is
and he
true.
Overcame it.
But at the same time, it's like Roundtree's 14-6, and sure he put up a fight, but like he gassed out. He's not a good fighter.
And we saw what sort of dog Alex Pereira actually is. Because if you look at some of these other fights, he got them out of there in the first or second round. Like Strickland, Yuri twice, Jamal Hill, Yanni went to
Alex has never been tested, like, truly. He's never been tested. Like, I know Jan tested his wrestling, and he went all the time, but we haven't seen, like, it's like with Tom Aspinall. It's like, in my opinion, Jones might beat him because he's inexperienced with, like, 5-round championship experience. He gets everybody out there in less than 3, right? So, like, he needs championship experience, and Magomedov Ankalaev is going to expose that. And it won't even go to championship rounds because Alex Pereira is going to get knocked out by Magomedov Ankalaev when they eventually fight, if Alex Pereira stops being a duck fuck. I cooked with that one. Let's see. I'm going to try to wrap this up. Islam at the 5. Islam at the 5. Where do I have Islam? I think I have Islam at the 3. I have Khabib at the 5, obviously, and I have Islam at the 3, buddy.
If you know, you know. There's a reason I've put Pantoja there. If you know, you know. If you get the joke, you get it.
Yeah, but Pantoja knocked out. He's
got a loss to Pantoja. A flyweight. Doesn't look good.
That's why
Best wins?
15.
Far more impressive than Khabib's. And you can say, dude, but Khabib finished Poirier in round 3 and Islam, it took him 5 rounds. Islam's win over Khabib is more impressive.
So he's trying to defend the Khabib argument, but oh my... I'm just trying to,
it was on
who's above him?
The second fight...
You can't Volk above him. Oh, I swear to God, if I click it one more time. You can't Volk above him, man. I'm sorry. You can't Volk above him. You have to have Volk below him. He already beat him twice. You know, he has better wins, low-key. Like, I know Max 3 times is great. Jose Aldo's great. Yair and Brian Ortega is great. No. Brian Ortega is not great. Beating a guy twice should cement yourself over him, especially knowing that he beat Poirier, he beat Prime Charles Oliveira, he beat Bobby Green, Drew Dober, Dan Hooker, Arman Shakarian, and only lost to one person, Alexander Pantoja, also known as Adriano Moraes. Right? And he should have 3 all-time wins, not gonna lie. But I just think Islam's better at this point in his career. That is my opinion, my friend. You can't Volk above him, man. Quality of wins. Well, yeah, let's see the quality of wins here, all right? Yair and Ortega. Ortega coming off a win against a Korean Zombie, if I'm not mistaken. Or that might be after, I don't know. But Korean Zombie, Chad Mendes on the decline. Yair Rodriguez coming off a win against Josh Emmett. Max Holloway, which is, I can't deny that, and Jose Aldo. I think he was coming off a 2-fight winning streak against Renato Moicano and Jeremy Stevens, but I don't know. I already know these last 3. Demetrius Johnson. It's Demetrius Johnson, GSP. Yep, GSP, and then it's going to be John Jones. So, yep. Well, anyways, thank you guys for the video. Shout out to War House MMA. I will shout him out. Love this dude. He's one of my favorites. Let me know if you want me to do a content creator MMA tier list, because I would love to do that. I'll probably put this man in S tier because he's a GOAT. Please do not copyright me. I tried to stop as much as I could. And I enjoyed this video, man. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.